I think every photographer needs an unserious camera. One that makes you laugh, one that reminds you that photography doesn't always have to be some profound experience. One that lets you misfocus, overexpose, underexpose, but not even care at the end of the day. I'm a firm believer in the idea that if you take away the pressure of having to create something great, you feel more free to make mistakes and to take more risks. And it's not a coincidence that when you do that, you end up coming away with something you actually really like. Now, I've covered a lot of different cameras on my channel over the past however long I've been doing YouTube. But for the most part, those cameras are practical cameras that I personally use and would want to use to create good photos. I've never really talked about a camera you wouldn't want to use. Until now, I guess. This is a Sony Cybershot, not to be confused with the Sony Cybershot RX107 that I recently made a video about. That's actually one of Sony's most advanced Cybershot cameras. This, however, is far from that. This was one of Sony's earliest versions of the Cybershot, their first attempt to put photography into your pocket. It's where it all started. It's old, it's clunky, and it's got a memory card that looks like it belongs in a museum. Oh, and did I mention? It's only 2 megapixels. This camera, I got this camera in Japan 2 years ago for like 15 bucks. I kind of came across it in the store and I was like, why not? It wasn't a very serious decision for a very unserious camera. And it's funny because it's kind of become my unserious camera. You could say a party camera and even a conversation starter. I don't expect to get anything great out of this in terms of image quality or anything on a technical level. Would I ever go out into the streets and use this to like actually take or attempt to take good photographs? No. What am I, an idiot?
I got 60 shots left because it's 64 megapixels, megabytes, 64 megabytes.
Wait, show that again? What is that?
It's a memory stick. This is how they used to look like. Yeah. It's like shooting film.
No, it's not.
I think cameras like this are a great reminder for us photographers that what we do doesn't have to be so profound all the time. Two megapixels might sound laughable, but 20 years ago, that was a big deal. This camera even looks like something someone in the past would envision futuristic cameras would look like, which is funny because cameras now don't even have this level of charm anymore. I've got a 64 megabyte memory stick that came with the camera, and that gives me exactly 64 photos. And since no modern computer reads this card anymore, I had to buy a micro USB to USB-C cord to get the photos off and onto my laptop. And the menu interface looks exactly like how you would imagine it to, extremely retro. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the past 5 or so years, there's been this trend of digicams making a comeback, especially amongst younger people. And I've always kind of laughed at it, you know, as someone who does take photography seriously and has serious cameras. Ironically, I never took that seriously until now. And I kind of see the charm in having a camera like this. I don't think it's a coincidence that I love the photos I take with this camera, despite all of its flaws and inability to get a technically good photo. I love the photos because of what I'm photographing with the camera. And it's always the people I care about that I end up photographing. And I don't think that's a coincidence. Cameras like this remind us that photography was never supposed to feel like work. It was always supposed to be fun. I've always believed that how you present your work is just as important as the work itself. Squarespace gives you everything you need to turn your ideas into a beautiful website, whether it's sharing your art, setting up an online store, or even starting a blog about your creative journey. They make it incredibly simple with their easy-to-use templates and intuitive customization tools. Whether you're a photographer, a writer, or someone just starting to share their voice, Squarespace makes it feel real. So if you're feeling inspired to start something new, head over to squarespace.com/Faisal to start a free trial. And you can use the code Faisal to get 10% off your first purchase. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.